Hey everybody, welcome to Pick Up the Truth. Hope everybody's having a good evening, staying warm, spending some time with loved ones. Now tonight I want to talk about the educational system and how it was created by some people we don't like very much. The ones who control us, the Masonic ones who control us. And how they implemented it on us as a way to indoctrinate and control and manipulate us in their system. Now, this letter you see right here, supposedly written by Dr. Benjamin Rush, which is a old Mason back in the days where they so-called created the Constitution with the Founding Fathers. Now, when the Masons were putting their plans together to implement their indoctrination centers on the public, this Benjamin Rush supposedly got together with Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin to come up with this idea that's written down here they wanted to implement on us. So let's read it. It says, "Let our pupil be taught that he does not belong to himself." So that already tells us that the ones that they were building the schools for pretty much don't have any rights at all as a human being, and he doesn't belong to himself. Goes against everything we know that we are from creation. And it also says, but that he is public property, which means he belongs to everyone. So they can basically do whatever they want to, what they're saying is they can do whatever they want to the children going to school, because they don't belong to themselves. They don't have any control or say over themselves. And it says, let them be taught to love their family, but let them be taught at the same time that they must forsake and even forget them when the welfare of their country requires it. It's the same thing they teach us today, in our school system. So this must have been implemented, and the Masons must have implemented this in their school systems, because we know it as the Pledge of Allegiance. When you pledge your allegiance to the nation you were born in your school that you attend, you pretty much given up your right to yourself, and you become public property for them to do whatever they want with. So if they want to depopulate you and send you off to war, to a war that they created, to kill a certain amount of population off that they choose or see fit to, they'll send you there. And this is what we sign up for when we start going to school as little children. This is what Basically, the Masonic transgendered Masons have always had control over the children. They've always had control over the schools. Because as we know, as we're finding out, the Masons, transgenders. More than likely women, perverted women, doing perverted things to children. So, nothing against real women, because real natural women in creation are nothing like the Masons that control us. So whether they be men or women Masons, it really doesn't matter. No division here. But whether they be men or women, they're perverted all the same, and they created a system of control to manipulate each one of us. It's nothing to laugh at. It's nothing funny. It's something we have to work together to learn about and not let it have control over us. Let's see what else we got here. There, Thomas Jefferson. Now, this idea of civic virtue is that good citizens are not just born, they have to be created. And schools are one of the principal ways that we can make that happen. So, the Masonic ones that created these schools to program and brainwash us pretty much admit that right here. Civic virtue is that good citizens, so they're saying good people aren't just born, they have to be created. So who's going to be the one to create them? The Masonic ones that control us. And where are they going to do that at? In the schools that they created. They're pretty much telling us that right here. They make no bones about how they control us. And they have it written throughout our history. But most of the history they teach us is just bull. Just a bunch of lies programmed to control us. Very few of the things that they have written for us to believe in are true. So we'll have to take a look at what they have for us and see what we can